Hey guys, guess what tonight is? Yes, today is December 10th, but it's also going to be the first night of Hanukkah. Next year, Hanukkah won't fall on December 10th because it follows the lunar calendar, which goes off the phases of the moon. That means it could be anywhere from late November to late December. In the evening on the first day of Hanukkah, it's a Jewish tradition to light a candle on the menorah. So today we're going to make our own menorah, and we're going to make it using a paper plate, some scissors, a glue stick, colored pencils, crayons or markers, whatever you would like to color with. And I have here a sheet with candles already on it. There are 9 candles, so if you don't have this, you can make your own by drawing candles on a sheet of paper. Let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and grab out my blue and start coloring the candle bases blue. Blue, gold, and silver are all very common colors whenever celebrating Hanukkah. Lighting the menorah. The menorah is a special candelabra and it has 9 candles. Each day an additional candle is lit. The 9th candle is in the middle and it's called the shamash. The candle is set higher than the other 8 candles to separate it from the rest. And what shamash means, it means helper. So they take that middle candle and they light the other candles with the shamash. Why are there 9 candles? Well, we know one is the shamash candle or helper, but the other 8 represent the Jewish people revolting against the Greeks in the Maccabean War. After they won, they cleansed the temple. That's where they worship, kind of like a church, and there was an oil lamp there that had 1 day of oil left, but the lamp miraculously burned for 8 days instead. This is called the miracle of the oil and is where the 8 days of celebration comes from. Some Jewish families celebrate with a gift each night. It may be a pair of pajamas or socks, but regardless, always 1 candle is lit on the first day. On the second day, 2 candles are lit, and so on. Speaking of oil, I wonder what Jewish people eat during Hanukkah. The reason why I brought up oil is because they eat a lot of foods that are fried in oil. And this too is to represent that miracle of the light with the oil burning in the lamp. So they will eat things like latkes, which are potato pancakes that are fried, and also jelly donuts that are fried in oil as well. While the menorah is lit, it's very common that there are hymns sang, special songs each night while the flame is burning. Here are some fun facts about Hanukkah. The menorah candles are to burn for at least half an hour after the sun sets. One tradition is to give gold coins called gelt. Children are often given golden chocolate coins that look like gelt. This was not a major holiday until the late 1800s, and now this is one of the most popular celebrated Jewish holidays. The word Hanukkah comes from the Hebrew word, and it means to dedicate. It is often referred to as the Festival of Lights or the Festival of Dedication. And there are a lot of different ways to spell Hanukkah. Some ways include spelling it with a CH in the beginning, and other ways spell it with 1 H. Sometimes there's 2 Ks, sometimes there's 2 Ns. So there are just a ton of different ways that the holiday is spelled. I'm almost done coloring my candles, but if you're not, you can go ahead and pause the video so you catch up. Now it's time to pause the video and get these candles cut out for your menorah. I'm going to scoot my candles to the side and grab out my paper plate and scissors, and I'm going to take that paper plate and I'm going to fold it right down in half. Press it down so there's a line, open it back up, grab my scissors and cut it right down that line down the center. I'm going to need both sides of the plate, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. So make sure you hold on to both halves. I'm going to take my other half and I'm going to cut along the half circle in the center of the half plate. So follow the line. It'll be really easy to just follow that line. Now that I have that piece, I'm going to cut that piece in half. I'm going to put those little pieces up to my plate, and I'm creating a stand for my menorah. So I'm going to cut slits that are about the same size on both sides here, and eventually those little pieces are going to fit up and inside the plate and make it stand up. I grabbed out a yellow colored pencil, but I think this might be too light, so I'm going to grab my marker and color it in. And it's going to be gold just like the base of a menorah normally is. I'm going to color my legs too for my stand. Now that I'm done coloring, it's time to glue. So I grabbed out my glue stick and I'm going to flip my plate over and I'm going to put a line of glue, but then I'm also going to go back and glue the front pieces of my candles so they stay nice and secure. Now remember, the shamish in the middle is supposed to stick up a little bit higher than the other candles, so the 8 candles on either side should be a little bit lower than the shamish that sticks up higher. So make sure the one in the middle is glued up a little bit further, that way it sticks out a little bit more and we know it's the helper candle. Candles are glued. I'm going to grab my little legs to stand it up with, and I'm just going to slide them right up in there like a paper doll stand, and I'm going to do it on both sides. And then now my menorah can stand up. I hope that you enjoyed that video and that craft and learned a little bit about Hanukkah and the menorah. I'm going to stand next to my menorah here and I'm going to pretend to light it tonight and remember all of the things that I learned about Hanukkah today. Bye guys, see you next time.